made heaven and earth. He will not let your foot be moved. He who keeps you will not slumber. He who keeps Israel will neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is your keeper. The Lord is your shade at your right hand. The sun shall not strike you by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord will keep you from all evil. He will keep your life. The Lord will keep you going out and your coming in, from this time on and forevermore.
Good evening. Thank you all very much for coming. It's hard to look back and choose stories that truly encapsulate who my grandfather was and the legacy that he left. But I will do my best to give you a snapshot of who I think he was. One thing that stands out to me is his sense of humor and his love of laughter. Anyone who has ever spent time with him has experienced his deep, booming laugh, and it's extremely hard to picture him without a big smile over his face. One of his favorite lines when asked about life in Florida was, "I golf Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and fish Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then I take the weekend off." He was always ready to play with us grandchildren whether it was to throw us in the pool or flip us over his arms. We would scream with delight and rush back to do it all over again, and he loved every minute of it. Another thing that continues to stick in my mind was his generosity. Going out to dinner with Grandpa was a constant fight with my dad to see who could grab the check first. This was a very personal fight for Grandpa Harry. By the end of our trips to Sanibel, it became a duel of wits that my dad usually lost due to Harry's friendship with the majority of the waitstaff on Sanibel Island. To this day, when visiting Trader's or the Lazy Flamingo, we still get asked about pork mantan. It never just stopped at paying for dinner either. Christmas was one of his favorite holidays, not just because of his love of big family gatherings, but to see the grandkids' wide eyes when they would open the presents. He would often trick one of us to help him go pick out a bike for your cousin or your brother. When their brand new bike got wheeled in on Christmas, it was always quite the shock. Other fantastic toys included the mini roller coaster, electric jeeps, bikes, and much more. There are countless stories about Grandpa Harry's famous bluntness and no-nonsense problem-solving. When asked why he canceled his season tickets to the Cubs, he replied simply, "The team stinks." Harry was quite handy when it came to fixing things, and he never came across a problem that wasn't fixable, except one. Harry was very particular about his lawn, and painstakingly took care to keep the encroaching Florida vegetation at bay. Harry had seemed to have met his match in one particular weed, Brazilian pepper. You would cut it down, and it would grow back twice as thick the next day. In his exhaustive search to find a solution, Harry had tried chopping, hacking, and even chainsawing this pest. At his wit's end, Incinerator Harry attempted to set fire to the weeds with a little gasoline on a beautiful sunny day. Unfortunately, either from some unfavorable winds or too much gasoline, or both, some of the neighboring trees caught fire and soon became casualties of Harry's war on Brazilian pepper. The local fire marshal was called to the scene, and Grandpa Harry's weed-fighting strategy was quickly discovered. Luckily, the fire marshal had fought his own battles with Brazilian pepper in his own yard, and it was found that a stray bolt of lightning started the fire on a clear, sunny day. He had a way of convincing you that sometimes drastic actions were needed, and that it was better to beg forgiveness, not permission. I could talk all day about his love for his family, or how I could fix anything under the sun. Grandpa Harry was a wonderful man who taught me, my cousins and I, lessons that will carry